Okay. Uh, Thank you so much, Prabhu, for giving my introduction. It's my pleasure to take this opportunity for sharing my experiences and a few of the pastimes and what I came across when I attended Vraja Mandala parikram. So, as we all know, it's called as Chaurasi Kosh Parikram or 84 Kosh Vrajamandal Parikram. So, I was able to take part in this parikram in 2018, which was happening from October to November. That was the time period. So, let me make my prayers to Prabhupada. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitiname Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Dharmi. Jai Shila Prabhupada. I take blessings of permission of all Vaishnavas to continue to give my understanding, a few of my experiences I came across from Vrajamandal Parikram. Hare Krishna. So let me share what is Vrajamandal Parikrama basically schedule is and how the map of the Vrajamandal Parikrama is being happening. So if we take a look of the map, I think maybe most of us or many of us in this group have already done the Vrajamandal Parikram. So I request if anybody wants to add any of the pastimes, either you can add in the end or maybe you can interrupt and ask about, I mean, you can add your points while I'm sharing my thoughts of this. So I mean, can we know how many vanas we have in I mean in Vrajamandal? Like, can somebody answer how many of forests we have?
12. 12. 12.
Okay, and
12, Prabhu.
it's 12 forests. So can we get the names of those forests? Can somebody?
Talavana. Bandiravana.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. So I'll just give a brief. So basically, we have 12 vanas. In major actually major places, major forest is considered as 12 vanas, and after this there are upavanas and other places also in the Vrajamandal. So if we see the map, we can see there is a river Yamuna flowing across. So east of Yamuna is five vanas, which are basically, I think it is Bhadravana, Bhandiravana, Belvana, and Lohavana. So if you see there, you can see all this come over here, and here is our Mahavan, where Krishna and Balaram childhood happened. They're placed here.
Bharat Prabhu, you're there?
We lost him, huh?
Yeah, I think so. We lost him.
No,
His video is there.
Am I audible? Am I audible, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, you're audible.
Okay, sorry, Prabhu.
I lost your screen share.
Okay, okay. So is it? I mean, is it? My screen is shared.
Yeah, visible. Yeah, now it is visible.
Okay. It's just that I'm using my wife. I mean, my internet is down, so I'm using my phone data. So I turned off my camera. So as I was telling, so we have five vanas on the east of Yamuna, and on the west of Yamuna we have seven vanas. That is where mainly Krishna's pastime happened, and seven vanas. What we can see on the west of Yamuna river is Kadhira Vana, Vrindavana, Madhuvana, Talavana, Kamudavana, Kamyavana, Bahulavana. So if you see the map here, so left side of the, I mean west side of the river is for Krishna's jurisdiction, and on the right side, which are the five vanas, are for Balaram's jurisdiction. So that's how the map is, and if you see, it's Chaurasi Kosh, which is 84 Kosh, So and it has 20 yojanas. So each kosh is around 3 kilometers plus of circumference. So basically, this whole Vrajamandal parikrama covers 84 kosh and around 220 plus kilometers of parikrama distance for 30 days. What devotees do. So I have just shared Vrajamandal parikrama schedule, how it goes. So basically, Vrajamandal parikram starts from our ISKCON temple in Vrindavan, Krishna Balram temple. They start from here. So it's going to be like on the first day of Kartik Mas, the parikrama starts. And one day before the parikrama, all devotees take up the Ishtagoshti and they take a sankalpa of taking part in Vrajamandal parikram and participate completely, and they take the blessings of Prabhupada and all the senior devotees and start from Vrindavan. Uh, One second. So from Vrindavan, they start. If you see on the schedule, they start from Vrindavan, then they go to Mathura. So where they come to Mathura, and from Mathura, it's going to be like a walking. Each day they walk from one place to one place, and after Mathura, they go across to Madhuvan. So from Madhuvan, they get back to Radhakund Shamakund. If you see over here, we can see Govardhan, Radhakund Shamakund, and all those things. They do Govardhan Parikram. So after this is done, they get back to Radhakund, and from Radhakund, they go to Dig. And so this is a dig where if you see my mouse pointer, so they go to the dig, and from Radhakund to dig is the most what we say longest distance walk. It's around like 30 kilometers walk, and that's where I heard many devotees telling the toughest part. So after this, then they get back to uh, from Dig, they go to Badrinath and Badrinath. So basically, Vraj has a Badrinath and Kedarnath as we have in the North India. So then from there, they get back onto the top. They go towards the north side. They come to Kamyavan, and from here, they get back to Barsana, Nandagaon, and all those places. After this, I think they come towards the east side of River Yamuna. That's where Lohavan and Manasarovar, Belvavan, where Balram killed demons, everything starts. After this, we come to Brahmanda Ghat, Gokul, and all those things. So this is the basically the schedule, and after this we are done. The parikrama gets over in the Mathura. They end at the Mathura. So at Mathura, the place Vishrama Ghat, where Krishna and Balram came and took rest after killing Kamsa. The parikrama ends over here. So it's around 30 days of parikrama where devotees have options of joining all 30 days if they're not able to join 30 days, then they can plan for like 15 days or maybe anything like that. And if somebody who wants to do daily parikram, then they can join the daily parikrams, which starts from 6 o'clock in the morning, and after noon it's going to get over and they can get back to whatever place they are in. So that's the overall view of Rajamandal Parikrama and I mean map of the Rajamandal Parikrama. So if anybody has any points to add or anything to ask, you can ask. So
So every day, till afternoon there will be parikrama, and then afterwards it will be rest, no problem.
yes, Prabhu. Yeah, that's right. I will tell you in the schedule. So basically, parikrama will start in the morning, and it's gonna be finished before it gets hot. And afternoon it's going to end or maybe max by evening. That's where they are planned, 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
It will not be strainful, even though it is 30 days. It will not be strainful.
I'll tell about that probably later in my slides. I'll tell you how we go and all those things. So it is actually uh, very difficult. From my experience, I can say it was like lifetime experience I ever had, and it's kind of difficult. But again, we have to pray for Radharani's mercy, and it becomes very easy once we get once we do our prayers.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you. So let's go to the next slide. So I just want to ask devotees, why do you think Vrajamandala Parikrama is very interesting, or any thoughts? What is Vrajamandala Parikrama? If anybody would like to answer. Okay. So let me share a few points of Vrajamandala Parikrama, why it's very interesting. So as we all know, as Sundaru Prabhu was also sharing just few minutes back, the Kartik month it's considered as very auspicious month, and whatever austerities or anything we do, it gets amplified by 1,000 times. If I chant one round, I mean, especially in Vrindavan, if you do it, it gets multiplied by lakhs, lakh 1 lakh time in during Kartik time. So Kartik month gives an opportunity for people, I mean, for people like us, where we can plan for some days and go back to the holy dhams, perform parikram or any of the spiritual activities, and get back to our normal life. So this Vrajamandal Parikrama is one of, I think it's the topmost favorite list of devotees when they think of doing parikram, especially in the Vraj. That's the one thing. And whatever we even if we sleep on the ground, that is taken as austerities what we are doing. And if you are walking on the ground on the Vrajabhumi, and the air we inhale, and any sort of spiritual activities we do, that's all get multiplied by lakhs, 1 lakh time each, whatever we do, especially in Vrajabhumi during Kartik month. So that makes this Vrajamandal Parikrama most important, very important one, as all 30 days you can be 30 days into 24 hours, you can be Krishna conscious and you can serve devotees and take off this. So so for from my side, as I said, I mean, I couldn't make it for 30 days. So I plan in such a way that I travel from here to Vrindavan, stay for a week, and participate in this parikram. So along with this, we can see. I mean, for me, it made me very interesting is because I used to, I mean, when I was young, when I went to Vrindavan first time, I had an imagination something like Vrindavan is a kind of forest where it will be peacocks, deer. I mean, what we see on television and what we see on pictures. But when I went in there for the first time, I was like bewildered. Basically, it's a Dham Aparat where we speak about thing, but I'm just trying to share my first impression which made me to take up this Vrajamandal Parikram. So when I saw Vrindavan, I was like, this is all streets, you have small road, and when it rains, there is a lot of floods, all drainage coming out. And I was like bewildered. Is this Vrindavan? I was questioning. Then few of the devotees suggested me that this is also I mean, basically where we have our ISKCON temple, they all have been converted into a civilization. So this is not the actual Vrajabhumi or Vrindavan. You have to take a Vrajamandal Parikrama, where you are going to travel by walk, and it's going to be like a 200 plus kilometers walk, 30 days. That's where you see the real Bhumi, or real place where Krishna himself has traveled with his friends and calf. So that was the first seed I can say, where I was very much determined, or at least I got to know this is the exact situation if I want to take an experience of Rajabhumi. So that gave me one thing, and when I went to Thailand, I saw many devotees sharing, asking me about have you done Rajamandal Parikrama? You're in India. You should do. So so they gave me a lot of their experiences. How is Rajamandal? How austerities it is, and how blissful, how fun it is. So that gave me a few more Josh, like people from outside India, they are coming here and they're doing. Why not? I should also take some time and go back and experience this fullness. So apart from this, we can usually Rajamandal Parikrama is around 1,500 to more 2,000 devotees take part from different part of the world, and we can see many foreign devotees as well as our Indian devotees gathering together different language, and it's like almost. I mean, for me, I would say it's more than Kumbh Mela, because we all stay together under Krishna, like how when Krishna lifted at Govardhan hill, everybody were under one shelter. So we all devotees, along with the Prabhupada disciples and senior devotees, we stay in under one campus, one roof, or something like that, and we are like a very huge family. So that's very interesting point, which makes many devotees to take part in the Vrajamandal Parikram. So along with this, there are other parikrams happening on the Kartik Mas, mainly from His Holiness Indradyumna Swami Maharaj, and we have other Prabhupada disciples conducting parikrams. So they are going to be like a half day parikram, or like basically you start in the early morning. By afternoon, you get prasadam, and then you get back to your place where you are in Vrindavan or anywhere else. So that I had taken part in that also. So I started from 2017 to go attend parikram in the Kartik month, and it's a very huge opportunity for all of us. At least once we make a sankalpa that take a wish that I'm going to participate in Vraja Mandal Parikrama. I mean, if possible, you can do the other parikramas. That's more easier, I would say, or more comfortable than Vraja Mandal Parikrama. So Vraja Mandal Parikrama, therefore, it's like the topmost parikrama for anybody who wants to experience the blissful of Krishna's land and Vrajabhumi. So apart from this, why it makes is, I just want to share the importance of Vrajamandal Parikrama, which I came across. So there are a lot of books which shows the parikrama, the purpose of Vrajamandal Parikrama, and the importance. So if you, I mean, few points are like it's we have Urja Vrata, called as Urja Vrata, wherein devotees across India, they come to the Mathura or maybe Vrindavan during Kartik month, and they perform the austerities, and uh, uh, that is kind of like anybody who does in the jurisdiction of Mathura or surrounding areas, they get the real bhava or real what we say prema of Krishna, I mean Radha Krishna. So that's why so many thousands of people come traveling by walk from Rajasthan or maybe from the nearby states, and even when for to my surprise, when I went for Rajamandal Parikrama, I saw so many roads have been blocked in and around Vrindavan and Mathura to make sure the devotees have the roads occupied for their walk and all these things. So that's where this becomes more popular in the local place, along with for us outsiders. And as we know, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he himself had gone to the Vrindavan and Rajabhumi to visit 12 forests of Vraja. So that's something very important for us to follow the footsteps of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and visit the holy dham like what we have in Vraja Mandal. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very keen on, though he himself was Krishna, but he was very keen on going to these places, perform Harinam Sankirtan, and glorify Krishna's name in all those Vrajabhumis where he had got. I mean, where Krishna had traveled across. So that's one important. And next we have Katha and Kirtans going on. I think I would say almost like out of 24 hours, maybe 20 hours, we will be involved in all these things, except in the night around 9 o'clock to maybe morning to the 2:30 is where you can have some sort of silent zone. Rest of the time you will be hearing either Katha, Kirtan, or people talking about Krishna, or we reading and all those things. So that gives a very it's like your day is fully packed, day and night is fully packed with Kirtan, Katha, and all these things. And this is very very pleasing for Radharani and Krishna, because it's like their place. We are going in, entering into their home zone, and we are talking about them. So they are very pleased. And we all know how if Radha Rani is pleased, and definitely Krishna is also will be pleased. And our purpose, I mean not purpose, our desire to get Krishna Prema will be achieved very easily if you do this sort of parikrama. And in 1971, Srila Prabhupada personally arranged a parikrama with his disciples, and he wanted to train devotees, especially the Western devotees, how the parikramas has to be done during the Kartik Mass in the Vedamurni. So that's one thing which we know that Prabhupada also was very much inclined towards doing parikram in Vraja Mandala. So in 1987, that's the first time where ISKCON officially started organizing Vraja Mandal Parikrama, and it was basically uh, Loknath Swami His Holiness Loknath Swami Maharaj who started the actual Rajabandhu Parikram happening now in 1990. So this is 30th year which he is running along with other disciples of Prabhupada and many senior devotees and huge. They have a huge administrating panel for conducting the Rajamandal Parikram. So that's I think that makes the importance of Rajamandal Parikram and why it is interesting. I hope these facts, I mean these details, inspire all of us to at least take one time Rajamandal Parikram, recommended for 30 days, if not at your convenience or anything. Anything anybody wants to add, any point or any questions, clarifications, you can just let me know.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. How do we attend this? Like, how do we know when the parikrama is, and how do we attend or apply for this?
Okay, Gauri. So this parikrama usually 2 months, 2 months before the Kartik Mass starts, they open the online portal, and there are basically you have two options. One is you can register and pay then and there. So this is you have to pay for accommodations and prasadam. That's like not pay, basically donate. We have to donate. We have to donate for our accommodation and prasadam for 30 days. And we have two options. Either we can do online and get registered ourselves, or we can go to Vrindavan, ISKCON temple, and get registered and make our donations. Uh, if you are doing personally going to Vrindavan, maybe you have to do 2 3 days, or maybe at least the last 5 days before the start, so that you have sufficient time to get used to it. If it is online, you can do any time you can do. And there are a lot of Facebook pages and WhatsApp groups. Everything is there where you get the contacts, and that's how I got connected with devotees. In case if you are looking, I mean, I can provide the contacts if we are planning. I don't know about this year, but at least in future, there is a people devotees group where they can make us register. It's a very simple
Prabhu,
process.
for next year, when the first, you get the details immediately, you share it with all the members
Okay,
so that who anyone interested, they can register and participate, Prabhuji. Okay.
sure, sure. Okay,
Thank you very
so
much.
let me go to the next one. I hope this was very. I hope it was very helpful for us to understand about this. Uh, so let me go to the next. Uh, okay, so I mean, I think by this time we all are curious how the days and nights will be in Parikram. What are the things happening, and how is going to be my day to day? I was very curious when I planned for this because uh, I didn't know anything, and I was all alone traveling from here. So I'll just share the details. So basically, this is the schedule what we have for. I mean, day 30 days, all day night. We are going to do this. So the day for most of the devotees, I would say most of the devotees starts from 2 o'clock in the early morning, 2 a.m., where devotees wake up and as I mean, it's an open place. We have to get refreshed and take a shower or maybe take a bath. We have to start from 2 o'clock because we have around 1,000 to 2,000 devotees, and we have to go outside our tent and we have to take shower. Basically, Prabhuji's we can go to the tank. They have kept the tankers, so we can go and take shower over there. For Mataji's, they have a different places where they can go and take shower. And it's regular schedule. 4:30 a.m. the Mangalarti starts, and then I mean, just to add a point, for me, I think the way they blow the conch shell, the shank, at 4:30, that's like goosebumps because it's an open place. It's a open. Most of the time, we will be in the agricultural land or in the forest land. So the conch shell sound vibrates so much that it reaches to the bowl of the. That's where I would like to say Mangalartis are topmost. And if we miss Mangalarti, then that whole day parikrama will be very difficult for us because we won't get that energy. So then we have 5:15 is the preparations for next place. So we have announcements and all the things, how many kilometers we are going to walk, and few of the instructions. When we are going into the deep forest, sometimes we have to be careful. So they give all the instructions and everything happens. And each day it's like a gypsy. We have to pack our luggage, take our luggage, and pass it on to the trucks. So if by 5, I think by 5:45 the trucks are ready to move. The trucks will take our luggage, all our things, and they will pass it to the next location. So we can just walk with our chanting bag or small carry bag for the next place. So 6 a.m. exactly they start the parikram. So Gauranitai deities are carried forward from the place. They start first, and behind that behind Gauranitai there will be Sargirtan team, and rest of the team proceeds ahead with this. On the way, we can around 9:30 or 10 they arrange the breakfast in place, and by noon parikrama generally gets stopped. Generally gets completed by noon. Sometimes, as I said, places like Dig from Radhakund to Dig. Radhakund to Dig is around 32 kilometers, so that might go till evening. So that's the one. That's the longest route what it has. And by 4 p.m. we have lunch prasadam, and by 5 then you can rest for some time if people wants to rest, and then we have katha pastimes of the place and all those things. Then by 6:30 they do deep dan and damodar astakam, and also we have gopi geet sung also. That's very much heart touching. So and by 8 o'clock most of the devotees, I mean at least the senior devotees, they would go to rest, and by 9 the whole altar and the arena will be closed up. So that's about parikrama's day and night schedule. I mean basically the complete day, so we repeat this for 30 days. So nothing like we are going to go back or anything. So if you miss Mangalarti, then your parikrama, I mean that's my experience, I missed one day out of my 7 days, and the day was I was facing a lot of challenges. So these are some of the images I captured. So if you see from the left side, we can see devotees walking on the roads and devotees walking on the mountains with the barefoot. That's the ultimate, what we say, tapasya. That's part. And then we can see prasadams being served. Prasadams are served on the agriculture land, or sometimes in school, or maybe you might go to the temples and take prasadam. So it's I mean I mean my understanding or my realization is uh, we have to make sure we have to rush for prasadam. We cannot delay because most of the time prasadam will be over, especially the main dishes, and we will be ending up with only rice, sabji, and all those things. That's one bit. But other part is as we are youngsters, first we have to serve senior devotees. First, we have to start serving the prasadam, like where we can see a Prabhu serving a roti there. And after all devotees take prasadam, and if you take, it's really a very nice service. And I was following that. So that's the reason that I wanted to add this image. And we have Katha going on. You can see, I think that's Govardhan mountain where class is going on over there. And these are the tents. So there will be a separate Mataji's and Prabhuji's separate tents will be given. And each tent has around 10 to 12 people accommodated. So they give the number and all those things. Each place they have the tents. We go according to our respective number what we have. So best part is you can see on the right side top image. While you're going in the parikram, there are a lot of times the Vrajavasis they offer you the prasadam, and it's like very auspicious one what they make. So that's what we can see there. And finally, and the last we have the deep dam where thousands to 2,000 people offer the lamp, and it's a eye watching. I mean to see those nighttime offerings for Lord Damodar. So that's how it is. I mean, I just gave a brief of all the things what we do. So let me. I think now it's time for us to take a look of a short video where we can see what will happen in Vraja Mandal Parikram, how devotees have this. So I'm just going to start this. Let me know if I think audio should be happy. Just give me a minute. Is audio or can we hear the audio from the from the video I'm playing?
Mm,
I just play.
Vraja Mandala Parikrama group.
Yes,
Is
Prabhu.
it audible?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu. It's
Oh,
audible.
okay. I'll restart this video. So this is basically one of the devotee he has captured it in Madhuban, where he just speaks about how the parikram. I mean, he just gives details. You can listen to it.
Vraja Mandala Parikrama group. Now they are going to Krishna Kor for taking prasadam. After taking prasadam, we'll go to Talba. These are all Vraja Mandala Parikrama group. Vraja Mandala Parikrama group. Now they are going to Krishna Kor for taking prasadam. After taking prasadam, we'll go to Talba. These are all Vraja Mandala Parikrama group.
So we can see devotees getting chance to pat cows and any other domesticated animals.
Now we're in Madhuban forest. Just now we are coming down from Dhubatila where Dhruva Maharaj performed his austerity and Lord Vishnu gave darshan to him. His Holiness Radharaman Maharaj narrated Dhruva Maharaj's pastime from Srimad Bhagavatam. So now after hearing Bhagavatam, now we are going to Krishna Kund for breakfast prasadam. Hare Krishna.
So I think this is how the parikramas will be. The Kirtan team will be going across in cycles, and devotees will be following with them. So that was a short clipping of how the actual parikramas will be, and the devotees. Most of the devotees will be willing to do without slippers, but it's individual choice whether they would like to take with slippers or not. So I think now I'll enter into the parikrama thing where I personally had to take part. So I couldn't do all 30 days. So I started from day 25, which was from Manas Sarovar to Lohavan. So I would like to say a few things about this place. So if you see on my left side, that's the sketch map. So what we saw. So on the top we have this Manas Sarovar. So Manas Sarovar is one of the important places for Krishna's pastime. So I started from this place, and then we traveled to a place called as Panigaon. So this is almost 5 kilometers. We have to walk from Manasarovar, and we reached this place. It is also called as Durvas Muni village. As we know, Durvas Muni was Krishna's spiritual master. So there is a pastime which happened at this place at Panigaon, where Krishna was supposed to meet gopis in the evening. Was supposed to meet gopis, but unfortunately he came in the night, and gopis were angry and they were asking, "Why did you come late?" So at that time, Krishna had to say that he was in Durvas Muni's ashram serving his master. So gopis were like very eager to meet Durvas Munis, and they said, "Can you? We want to go to the Durvas Munis ashram now itself in the night." So there was no boat facilities at that point of time, and they were asking Krishna, "How can we go to this place, Panigav?" So then Krishna told to the gopis, "You go to the Yamuna and pray Yamuna to give a way, and tell that if Krishna is a brahmachari, is a sin, I mean, like if Krishna is truly a brahmachari and he is very something, I mean, then if it is true, then Yamuna will give the way for them to go and cross the river. So basically, Panikav is here. So they were supposed to come from the west to east. So they went and asked Yamuna Devi, and Yamuna gave the way for all the Gopikas, and they went met the Durvas Muni, and they offered their preparations of rice and other things, and Durvas Muni was very happy to take those offerings. So as in the during the parikrama, senior devotee was telling, Durvas Muni was his food. He was not taking any food. He was only taking the grass juice. So he never ate any of the uh, food preparations or anything. All his life he survived drinking the juice of the grass. So all the so when offerings what gopis have were given, he took this and I mean he offered those all those preparations, and while going back, gopikas were asking, how can we go back now? The river is flowing high. So again, Durvas Muni said, go back to Yamuna and pray. If Durvas Muni all his lifetime has not taken any food outside grass juice, then please give us a way. That's what he said, and gopis were like astonished. Just now you have offered, I mean, you have eaten all the preparations what we made, rice and all those things, and how can that be a true thing? So uh, then Durvas Muni didn't answer anything, and he just said, "You go and see what will happen." So they went and they prayed the what Durvas Muni had said, and Yamuna gave the way. So both the times they were thinking it would not give the passage, and if both the times they got, then when they went back and asked Krishna, they said, Krishna, although he has so many wives and all like his servants, still he is a brahmachari, and that is the truth. That's the reason why Yamuna has given the way, and Durvas Muni, although he has taken your offerings, but still he never took it for his sense gratification. He has taken those preparations for your pleasure and for my pleasure, basically Krishna's pleasure. So that's why it's not a false statement what they have done, and that's the reason why Yamuna has given you the passage. That's the pastime which happened in Panigaon, and that's where we can see the huts over here. We come here. So then we enter into the Loha one. After traveling here, we go to the Loha one. So it's one of the it's the 11th forest of 12 principal forests. There was a demon called as Lohagana, Jangaha, Loha Jangaha demon. He was killed, and the place was known as Lohavana. So we have on the right side we can see the Gopina, Radha Gopinath. That's the primary deities what we have in Lohavan, and it's being worshipped from almost I think it's worshipped from the Dwapar Yuga time. So that's about it. And also, Lohavan is a battlefield where Jarasandha fought with Krishna and Balaram for 17 times. So each time, what used to happen is Jarasandha used to get his army of lakhs of people, and he used to fight, and all his army used to get killed, and he used to run away. So he ran away like this. He did 17 times, bringing all those people, and Krishna and Balaram used to kill them, all lakhs of warriors, just with their ayudas, with their weapons. So in the Lohavan, Maharaj was telling Balram's weapon was getting extended such a way that it was going for 1 kilometer long,
Prabhuji,
and
Prabhuji, you have 5 minutes, Prabhu, to wrap up. Another speaker.
Okay, sure, bro. I'll
Thank
quickly
you.
finish it.
Right.
Okay, then I think I'll skip. So this is about Lohavan, and then we move into the Dauji's place. So from Lohavan we travel to the Dauji. So it's again Dauji is Balram's place, and if you see there, we come across Bandi Annadi temple, which is for Yogamaya and Ananda Devi and Bandi Devi. And Balram, this is the only place where we can see Balram being worshipped as a deity in Dauji. It's the largest deity as well in the Vraj. If you see the Dauji, he's raising his right hand, and he has a left hand placed on a cup of water. That's how it is about this place. There is also a lake behind this temple where it has been passed. I mean, which was presented to Balram by Vrajavasis by filling 1 lakh cow's milk, and they have given this place. They have gifted this kund, which was used for hiding the deities when Yavanas came and attacked this place. So that's about this place. So let me go to the next place. So then we travel from Dauji to Brahmanda Ghat. So this is the shortest distance in the Vraja Mandala parikram. It's around 7 kilometers walk. So Brahmanda Ghat is a place where Krishna showed the entire universe to Mother Yashoda, and there is a famous temple Chintaharan Mahadev is worshipped. Shiva is worshipped as Chintaharan Mahadev in this place. So any anxieties, anything what we have in a Krishna conscious, we can go and speak to. We can go and offer to at this place, and our anxieties get vanished, like how for the Mother Yashoda happened. Brahmanda God is also we get prasadams of soil, mud. So we can the sweets made up of clay, and we can honor those prasadam. It's a good place for taking bath in Yamuna, as its water is clean, and it's not so deep also at this place. So we can see Prabhupada personally went and took bath in Brahmanda Ghat place. Then we have just few meters walk from Ramanda Ghat. We have Ukkala Bandhan, where Yashoda tied Krishna to the the mortar, and Damodar pastime happened this place. So they all are in 2 to 3 kilometers radius. We can take a walk, and the next day we stay in the same place. It's basically for realizations of devotees. So I'll just quickly go through with the realizations what we heard from few devotees. So let me read the first point. So devotee says Vrajamandal Parikrama is the perfect test of one's spiritual health. In the pure atmosphere of the Dham, our anarthas stand out like black spots on a white sheet. Any dirt of material desire becomes instantly apparent. That's one of the devotees' realization. And then we have Rama Govinda Swami saying as effect of Rajamandal Parikrama is that one must get bhakti. The two main qualities of bhakti are tolerance and mercy. If these qualities do not manifest, it means we did not do our parikram properly. And one more devotee from Bhubaneswar, who is 63 years old, says that he was able to do complete his parikram by mercy of Radharani. And we can see devotees helping Mataji where she was being hurted and all those things, and Prabhu speaking his realization over here. So let me go to the next part. This is from Brahmandaga to Raval. So you can see the image of Damodar Leela happen Ukkal Band, where the mortars are still existing. Now we can take a look. Then we enter into the Gokul. That's the Mahavan, the last forest of Vrindavan. So this is the place where Krishna, Balram grew up, and they spent their past childhood. We also have that 84 Kamba. It's actually Nanda Baba's house, which was built by Vishwakarma himself 5,000 years back. Then we come across Ramana Reti. Ramana Reti is a place where Krishna and Balram played across with their friends, and they wrestle and all those things. It's a very good place. The soil is very soft there, and generally devotees take time and roll across this. Then we reached Raval. That's the place where Radharani initially came into this plan, I mean, into the earth for Vrishabhanu. So after this, we then we went from Raval to Mathura. So we just come across some ghats. A few ghats are Dhruva Ghat, Vishrama Ghat, and Bengali Ghat. Those are the prominent one which we come. And at Vishrama Ghat, we finish our parikram. So I think I just need 2 more minutes, Prabhu. I'll just share off my realizations. Uh, okay, so these are the few things which I found. So dedication and determination of devotees. The devotees are very determined. They say, even I die, I'm going to die in Rajabhumi. I'm not going to go back to home until I finish the parikram. And their dedication for waking up for Mangalarti classes, Deep Dan, and all those things was fantastic for me to get that. I mean, the kind of energy. And the main thing is the bhava, the what we say, the devotional bhava, what they show for Krishna and Radharani can be seen, and the way they express their bhava is fantastic. Then tolerance. So tolerance is the most important thing. We should make sure that we are going to take care when we go to Vraja Mandala Parikram, because there is each and every second you can start making aparadh. So you'll be you'll be with so many devotees and all those things. Nature, atmosphere will be very cold, so you have to do a lot of tapasya over there. Then sadhana, austerities. Devotees were very much austere. They wanted to chant all the time when they would do parikram, and they wanted to do ekadashi, bhishma panchaka, and all those things. And few things is glorification of Vrajamandalis. I think
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Bharat Prabhu, Sundarapa here. Prabhuji, we are losing time because we have to give time for others also.
okay. I'm done, Prabhu. Done.
Then, so I suggest
Thank you,
we move
I was
now.
just finishing off. So I have got references from Rajamandal Darshana Facebook pages and what I was talking about. Thank you so much for giving me a chance to speak few things about Rajamandal Parikram. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you.
Thanks, Prabhu. Bharat Prabhu. Thank you. Unfortunately, we don't have any time for question and answers. Swarna Mataji, Rashwat Naran Prabhu, you can share the screen. In the meantime, I'll introduce Swarna Mataji. So next speaker is Swarna Mataji. She is going to talk about Mataji.